Hello, judges. We can't thank all of you enough for agreeing to help us out by being our second annual student business pitch competition judges as we try to do our best to incubate student businesses in the Central Valley and in Fresno. Having your support from judges like you who believe in what we're doing and our mission and to help us incubate student businesses, we can't thank you enough for being for partnering with us and going along with us on this journey. We really can't thank you enough. um, this presentation is really just going to walk you through what the pitch competition is going to be about, where it's going to be located, some of the judging criteria and things like that, so you just have a little bit more information. And the role that you're going to play really is going to be very, very easy, with all of your experiences, either with competing, judging, being an entrepreneur, running a business. It's really going to be very easy for you to listen to the student pitches, give them some feedback so they can take that feedback and improve upon and grow an understanding of their business and how well they pitch and present. And there will be a point system, but I'm really expecting each of you to mostly just kind of follow your gut as professionals, um, entrepreneurs, and with your professional backgrounds. So, with that being said, let me just get right into it. Breakdown of the funds. Um, so, last year we used our nonprofit learnsteam.org as a place as a way to raise money to help kind of support this endeavor. We'll probably go back to that in 2025, but this year we're not really. Everything's going to be run and supported by our for-profit business, Quick Labs. So buying stuff. So the students have the ability to buy things simply by placing an order with Quick Labs for the things that they want to buy. Uh, and then Quick Labs will actually order any of the supplies and things that they need to help run their businesses. We'll do our best to get back and place those orders within 24 to 48 hours. So Quick Labs is actually purchasing the things that they need. The students are tracking their spending using this expense report that allows them to keep track of what they ordered, when they ordered it, and links to where they can be purchased from. So this is the students learning how to fill out an expense report and the ability for them to learn how to manage their books. The expense report is a template that's used from Google. So this is actually a Google Sheets template that actually is set up so that they can put in the date, the category, a description of what they're ordering, and a link where Quick Labs can order it from, and then the total. And then those totals will total up to the amount that each of the students have won in their respective categories. So they have the ability to have spin tracking this way. And they will use a platform called Asana, which is project management, to submit the orders to us at Quick Labs for us to order what they need. In some cases, some of the students, we may give them a $100 or $200 debit card from their winnings so they can actually make purchases of things inside of an account that we may not have access to. Let's just say, for example, they want to purchase their .com name or the hosting for their website or purchase emails. In this case, they need a card that they can use to log into their account and purchase their .com domain name, hosting for 1 or 2 years without them using someone else's or an individual's credit card to do so. So some of their winnings be may be subtracted from this debit card. In other words, they would go back to their expense report, put the date, the category, which would probably be debit card, a description, really is just for purchasing. There will be no link available, and then how much the debit card was worth, so that amount can be added to their total winnings. And that's how they track the amount that they have available on that card. But whose money is it anyway? So, on this, the way that Quick Labs will always do its student business pitch competitions is the winnings belong to the winning business. The winnings do not belong to any of the students as individuals. The business is competing in this pitch competition, so the winnings go to the business itself and those who are running the business. So, for example, uh, if the founders of the business stop operating the business, then they forfeit all of the winnings, and those winnings will go to next school year so that those winnings can be applied to another team who is choosing to enter the pitch competition. Um, if someone buys their company and that person who buys the company is now the new owner, those winnings go to the new owner of the business so they can spend down the winnings as they see fit. And let's just say, for example, there are 5 members on a team, 2 members of the team want to leave. They don't get to take any cash with them. Um, the winnings remain with the 3 remaining individuals who are choosing to stay with the business and continue running it. And the students have the ability to purchase things like t-shirts, table covers, backdrops, business cards, things that they need to actually market, run, and operate their business. So there have been challenges in the past where all of the winnings were given to one student member of the team, and then to be able to track where that money is, having access to it became a problem. And if we give each individual student winnings, they will spend it as individuals and not necessarily on the business at all. And our goal with this competition is to help student businesses grow, and it's a way for us to help them incubate. Even when the students graduate, we will probably put a limit to maybe like a year and a half. Some of the competitors are high school seniors, and some may go on after they graduate to college and then continue to not want to work with the business anymore. Um, and in this case, they forfeit all winnings. But there may be some individuals who want to continue working on the business after graduation, so they have the ability to continue to spend down the funds until they're exhausted, even after they graduate. We do know that some individuals may want to take that first year as they leave high school to prepare and get ready for college, and we do try to talk to the students about being a part-time entrepreneur. You can still try to continue your business as a side hustle while you're in college. There's no reason to give up on your entrepreneurial endeavor or dream just because you're going to school. We do have some students who are going to school to learn more about their particular business. And once they've gained more knowledge, they want to come back to that business to help it flourish and grow. And we're thinking we may want to give an extension to spending those winnings, at least maybe a year and a half, to allow those students to at least um, get that freshman year out of the way and understanding their college campus and college life and schedules. Everything's just way different than high school, so allowing them to matriculate and get an understanding of what college life is like, without them stressing about they have to they have to spend their winnings at least within that first year. So we may give them an extension on that, but they can continue to spend the winnings after they graduate, as long as they any of the individuals continue to want to operate the business. The, the competitors in this competition who are high school juniors have the summer and all next school year to kind of draw down from their winnings. This is going to be the setup. We will have an area that has, well, it says stage, but it won't really be a stage. The students will be standing in front of a white backdrop where we are going to project their presentation. These elephants represent each of the students because elephant is their mascot. 4 mic stands where you will be sitting as the judges, and the audience will be sitting behind you. The competition is going to actually be held at the Quick Labs home office, which is inside the Factory 41 building, downtown Fresno. So the address is here. It will be sent to you also, and you'll see the address on the top and on the right of this presentation. Quick Labs is located in this building labeled Quick Labs. Uh, parking is limited. However, across the street, there are 100 different parking spaces under the Highway 41 bridge that we think will accommodate everyone without having to worry about parking meters. This is the Factory 41 building. You can literally see it from Highway 41. This is the front of the building, and this has a very, very small parking lot. But to the right, across the street, you will see the sign on the fenced in parking area that says it's designated for Factory 41 tenants and guests. And uh, some of it's under the bridge, some of it's outside of from being under the bridge. And there are 100 parking spaces here. And if you're under the bridge, just like I am right here, my vehicle's parked here. Some of you will be parked in the shade. The competition, when you enter the front doors of the building, will actually be held on the second floor. Um, as soon as you walk into the building, if you turn to the left, you will see the Quick Labs offices. So you'll see where Quick Labs is. Feel 100% free to walk right in, walk around, take a tour, meet some people before and after the competition. And then the space straight ahead is Hero Academy. So this is a place where we are planning to incubate student businesses inside of our Hero Academy. But the competition will be up the stairs on the second floor. Or there is an elevator when you walk down the hall, and then that'll take you to the second floor as well. This is the competition area. So this is a, a pretty huge space that spans the entire length of the building. When you come up the stairs or get off the elevator, this is the door you will come in. This area is going to be designated as like an eating area because we will have food and drinks. All the way against the back wall, this is where the students are going to be set up to compete. The judges' table will be right in front of them, and then all the seating will happen here. And in this area, right along this white wall, will be a walking space to get back and forth. This raised area is actually going to be well over 15 student teams who are not competing, but they're going to be exhibiting their businesses. So the exhibitor tables will go all along this wall, up onto the stage area, and all across the back of the stage area. And this is a closer view of the presentation space, and it's pretty wide. We can pretty much lay out about 20 chairs across, easily fitting over 200 people just in this space alone. And then here's a second door that some of the competitors are going to be coming in and out of as they make their way to their presentation space. Judges, we may have you in this back room here where you'll deliberate at the very end on who you think is going to be your first, second, and third place winners. Now, if we take a look, a different angle, this is the front area where I said we would come in, and this is the eating area. This is just so you can see that the exhibitor tables go all along this wall and all along the back wall as well into an L shape. We may put a few exhibitors down below on the other side of this railing, and maybe one or two tables along this railing for students who may want to exhibit their businesses. They have power all along these walls and along the raised area, so this should work out really well. And then we have an overflow room or an observation room where we will have a projector and a screen set up for those where maybe it's just too crowded. They can come into this room and observe what's happening on the main area as far as presentations go. Our goal is to broadcast this live on YouTube and have it streamed. This can also be an area where the students can kind of prep and get themselves hyped and ready. There are a lot of empty offices here where they can actually prep inside of these offices, practice and rehearse before it's their time to go and pitch and present. So we have a pretty nice, massive space just across the hall that we can use as an overflow room or an observation room, which conveniently already has the Quick Labs colors. Now, I will be emailing you the judging pitch rubric so that you can take a look at it ahead of time. The judging is going to be based off of these two sheets of paper, which are called pitch rubrics. The students already have these pitch rubrics. They're already going through them, so they know how you are judging them. The sheet on the left is actually you judging the students on the way they pitch, um, whether they stayed focused, whether they had good voice projection, how well they used inflection, their pacing of their presentation, too slow or too fast, how well they made eye contact as they scan the room and look at you as they're pitching and presenting, their stance. Do they have a confident stance? Are they fidgeting and chewing gum and those kind of things? Verbalized pauses. So when the students are presenting to you and they have nothing to say, or they're thinking of something to say, they leave those pause spaces with a silent pause. But if you notice that they're doing a lot of and like yeah, you're looking for that because these students are learning how to become the best pitchers and presenters, high school pitchers and presenters in the state. So they know to really step their game up. They can earn up to 5 points for really killing it, 4 points, 3 or 2. And you're just circling for focus. You're circling, oh, I think they got a 5 here. Or for focus, they did not do too well. You'll circle this one. Uh, Projection, you could circle, I think they got a 3, and so on. So you'll circle one of these categories. Um, and then you can add up the point totals. And the point total the most they can get if they ended up getting all fives would be 35 points. Now, the sheet on the right is you actually judging the business idea itself. And do they understand the business? Do they understand the financing and the numbers, their target audience? Does it sound viable to you or not? So you're literally judging their business idea itself, and it's broken down into points. 10 points for um, the idea itself and how they describe it, the market analysis, their revenue model. Is this thing going to make money or not? Up to 10 points. So you can literally just write a number. Maybe you thought their idea description is worth 10 points. There's a total of 40 that they can get in this first column. Or maybe it's 5, 5, 5, and 5. So it's not going to be the full 10 points. If they were to get the total of 40 points in this column, the total of 30 in this column, 20 and 10 in this column, they have the potential for 100 points altogether. It says 135 because you would take your total number of points from the sheet on the left, add them to the sheet on the right to come up with 135 or whatever that total is to you. And then you'll have enough time to go over this, and then I'll reach out to you over the weekend or ahead of time just to make sure that you have any questions that need to be answered about this. This is kind of like an overview of the time. They're going to have about 8 minutes to present, and then you will have about 8 to 10 minutes for Q&A. There will be 6 teams, and it's like a battle royale. 3 high school junior teams against 3 high school senior teams, and then these will be the times. I'm going to send you this entire presentation as well. This is a breakdown of the entire day, starting at 5 p.m. And the first team goes on at 5:10. We'll try to spend that first 10 minutes with a brief, like 5-minute overview and 5 minutes to meet the judges. There will be a people's choice while you are deliberating to determine who the winner is. The crowd will get to vote on who they think is the best business team. So we'll see those choices in real time. And then you come back from deliberation and announce your first, second, and third place winners. And then at the end, we have some time to network, take photos. The news should be there, and do interviews. There will be a special announcement that evening, so um, we look forward to making that special announcement once that time comes. So this is the part where if you had any questions, um, and if there's anything that we missed, this part would be here for the students. This is where the students are actually registering to let us know whether they're going to be competitors or just exhibitors or both. And this is the link and the QR code that takes you to this actual presentation, which I'll be sending to you via text and via email. And that is a brief overview of the entire competition and how it's going to run this year. And if you have any questions along the way, please feel free to reach out to me because I'll be texting and emailing all of you. And we cannot thank you enough. Take care.